Sometimes animals of the same species need to show their dominance so they can gain access to the females. Have you ever seen two bison fighting to the death? What about two zebras? If you want to see some animals put order in their house, keep watching because we're getting started. Number 15, lion versus lion. The alpha male in this video seems to have it made. Few animals would dare mess with such a powerful predator. He is master of a territory that includes prides of females and their cubs. The females will accept him as their mate and protect him until another more powerful male pushes him off his throne. For this lion, it's just a matter of time, because a pair of nomadic males has set their sights on his females. The only way for these male lions to mate is to conquer the dominant male's territory. If they succeed, they'll likely kill the cubs and the other young males he may have sired. But this old general doesn't plan to surrender anytime soon. This time, he vanquishes his rivals, but eventually there will be more challenges for this Lion King. There is no such thing as retirement for this male. He must fight for his throne or be cast aside, and typically his reign will last no longer than 2 or 3 years. In this video, a young lion ran into an unforgiving adult male lion and he paid with his life, as the older lion showed no mercy for the younger and inexperienced lion. A lone lion is surprised by 4 lions that want to invade a new territory, approaching him from behind. They take advantage of the headwind, which makes it impossible for the victim to sense the attackers beforehand with their odor. The attacked lion, which initially tries to escape and then fiercely fights for his life, is trying desperately to maintain his territory. Normally, these territorial fights between lions are about life or death in most of the cases. There is no mercy for the victim, even when it intends to give up and escape. A coalition of nomadic brothers had trespassed into a coalition of 2 fully grown big male lions and were given a hiding of their lives. While running away, one of the nomadic males decided that enough was enough and held his ground. In this video, 2 lion prides go head to head, and it's truly a rumble in the jungle.
Oh my god.
When lions attack each other, things can become vicious and unforgiving, as you can see for yourself. This lion challenges the pride's prime male, climbing over a tiny wall and attacking him right away. For whatever reason, the females try to intercede. The males quickly turn their focus to the females, leading them to take a step back. As the girls try to intercede again, the fight moves into the bushes, but the violent struggle continues. The fight appears to have ended suddenly, but it hasn't. The 2 lions reappear, and it appears there's no obvious winner as the lions leave the battlefield but return for another struggle despite their exhaustion. The females give the lions a piece of their mind while also safeguarding their young, which probably explains their behavior. It's amusing, but I think male lions act exactly like men, or it's probably the other way around. Number 14, tiger versus tiger. These 2 white tigers are fighting hysterically, but it's just because they share the same enclosure. They must have had a disagreement and are now resolving their differences. They re-engage after a brief scuffle and a few moments of looking at each other. Finally, it appears like they will reach an understanding. Tigers would hunt each other if there was a reason, but it is not in their nature. Felines compete for territories, and they ferociously defend their territory from other tigers. They may expand their territory to include places with a healthy prey base. These 2 tigers stare at one another until they clash and go at it furiously. Now, this is a battle worth filming. Another tiger watches them fight it out, and she's probably the female they're fighting for. She wants to know which of the two is the most powerful, and she will carry his babies. The tigers take a break and return to the ring a little later, where the real damage begins because one of the tigers is killed. Number 13. Elephant versus elephant. This is raw footage of an elephant fight that caught everyone off guard. None of the onlookers were prepared for this as they watched in awe. They rolled up to what they thought was a single elephant in the brush. That's when the two fighting bull elephants burst from the bushes just a few yards from their jeep. They had been fighting for a while, both bloodied from the fight. Two big bull elephants are battling for their lives. They've been at it for the past 3 days. And if the ragged-eared one wins, he will be the sole heir to the females. Both bulls are in must, and the fight's tension could kill them, especially since they haven't eaten since the fight began. One of the elephants finally gives up and wanders off. Two adolescent male elephants put their combat skills to the test. Young males may use forest clearings like this one to engage with other males in the community, establish their dominance, and develop the skills they'll need to compete for females later in life. Number 12. Leopard versus leopard. When this leopard makes a kill, a slew of grassland animals appear out of nowhere to steal it. Worse, another leopard, the leopard's direct adversary, is preparing to ambush him. They are fighting to the death, but both cats are exhausted. Thus, the combat may not be completed. The ambushed leopard pins the other cat and takes possession of the territory. When a female enters the territory, males react aggressively as they do in most other species. Which is why these two leopards are fighting. They're both looking for a way to seduce the female. When one of the males wins the fight, the female expresses her submission by lowering her head. Before they fight, these two leopards give each other a warning. They're growling and snarling, and the situation is about to turn heated. The tension is palpable, and then one of the two cats pulls away slightly, presumably surrendering victory to the other even before the fight begins. Number 11. Hippo versus hippo. In the wild, male hippos will fight for mating rights and territory, but guess what? It looks like they don't have to be in the wild to argue. These two hippos are in an enclosure at a zoo, and it seems like they're not agreeing on something. Could it be about the latest sexy female that arrived? Your guess is as good as mine. A violent brawl ensues when 800 hippos are crammed into a single water hole. Even though the native bull is larger, the outsider is in a precarious position. When 5 tons of hippos collide, their bulk, biting size, and brute might are all put to the test. The outsider admits he has been defeated. He must venture into the unknown as droughts tighten their hold. Hippos fight by opening their mouths wide, attempting to bite their opponent with their massive canines. Their canines collide, and the noise they generate may be heard. In this spectacular footage of two bull elephants struggling for dominance and mating privileges, there is no clear winner. Blood trickling from the two hippos' mouths may be seen. These creatures don't mess around when they fight. Number 10. Bison versus bison. These males have harems much as in real life, with the difference that humans don't fight for control of their harems. They just make it up as they go along and keep it a secret. The bison bulls will continue to battle until one of them is victorious. The guys sniff the air for a potential mate, but there's a lot of competition, so they must cope with more than just a bunch of pretty ladies. During mating season, bison bulls compete for the opportunity to mate with over 50 females. Bulls demonstrate their dominance by wallowing, bellowing, and challenging other bulls. When a female is close to estrus, a bull will stay by her side until she is ready to mate. These bulls are massive and vicious, and their fights are exciting to watch, with the strongest male taking home the prize. Number 9. Rhino versus Rhino. These two rhinos compete for territory, and it's clear that one rhino is more powerful than the other. The shoving continues for a few seconds until the stronger rhino pushes the weaker one into the grass behind the tree, where we can't see what's going on. Two black rhino bulls engage in a spectacular territorial fight. The young bull's face is swollen with blood, while the older bull celebrates by spreading his dung and scent with his legs. The proud young bull refuses to give up and fights valiantly. In a game reserve in southern Africa, a baby white rhino suckles its mother. When a large bull rhino appears, the atmosphere changes in an instant. Around the still suckling mother and calf, the bull begins spray marking its territory. It then turns on the mother, much to the calf's chagrin. The calf is then attacked. The calf is tossed into the air by the bull, and its mother rushes to its rescue. The bull turns on the mother as if the calf flees for safety, driving her backwards and lifting her front legs clean off the ground. The battling duo closes in on the automobiles of onlookers, causing them to flee in terror. Finally, as the terrified calf circles the struggle, the mother retreats down the road away from the camera and the bull. This appears to be a territorial conflict. The spray marking that the male does is the clue. White rhinos are lonely and possessive of their territory. Females, on the other hand, are not, and they frequently travel beyond territory claimed by various males. Number 8. Buffalo versus buffalo. In our thumbnail, we can see 2K buffaloes going head-to-head. This is common among the males as they try to claim dominance over the others so they can have access to all the sexy females. As 2K buffaloes lock horns to gain rank within a breeding herd, the impact of the collision between the two animals is equivalent to a car hitting a brick wall at the speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Imagine how that must hurt. These two big, bulky, amiable buffaloes suddenly set upon each other. This clash of titans makes gazelle and wildebeest headbutting bouts look like fairy taps. And if these two continue, they're likely to turn this bout into a mud wrestling extravaganza. Buffalo males will occasionally engage in combat with one another. These fights occur from time to time among herd members, mainly because of dominance issues. These two buffaloes fight to prove their strength, so they can claim dominance over the other males. These fights take a lot of energy from the animals, and they go at it until one of them gives up. Number 7. Crocodile versus crocodile. A couple of unfriendly crocodiles try engaging in the water. Besides a few light bites, these two are wasting each other's time, but more importantly, my time. Here is a fight between two crocodiles that want to declare their dominance. Both reptiles are trying to bite into the other, and they keep going in circles as the fight becomes more intense. These three saltwater crocodiles display their territorial dominance to each other. They keep their mouths wide open and try to impress the others, but they don't engage. The riverbanks get cluttered with all kinds of garbage, including carrion, as water levels vary with the rain. Domestic livestock, as well as wild animals like this enormous feral pig, can wind up here, and whomever gets their hands on the carcass first gets to keep it. Crocs don't hold back when there's a ready food source like this. Salties don't care if the food is fresh or rotten. Other crocodiles are rapidly drawn to the carcass. Several crocs will soon be competing over the free food. Here is an intense fight between two crocodiles. The large one grabs the other by the tail and executes the death roll. A man taps the crocodiles on the head with a stick, and it's enough for them to disengage and run in different directions. Number 6. Snake versus snake. Cottonmouth snakes are opportunistic feeders, and they are frequently referred to as omnicarnivorous. Mammals, birds, amphibians, fish, small turtles, small alligators, and snakes, such as the rattlesnake in this video, are all part of its diet. These snakes are not afraid to eat venomous snakes, such as rattlesnakes or copperheads. Cannibalism, as well as the consumption of carrion, is common among this species. However, fish and frogs make up most of its food. This python has a cobra in a stranglehold, and the cobra is in a bad position. I don't see it getting out of that hold without any help. I think the cobra is down for a count of 10. These Burmese pythons are fighting over a rat. Who would have ever thought rats could cause such conflicts? One of the pythons has the upper hand and is suffocating the other one, and the rat is being squished between the two. That's what I call being at the wrong place at the wrong time. This cobra has found a sunbeam snake, and it has the sunbeam snake's tail in its mouth, while the beam snake is slithering around trying to free itself. I wish the sunbeam snake all the luck in the world, but I don't see it happening. Number 5. Zebra versus zebra. Conflicts between males in a zebra herd happen all the time because these males want all the females to themselves so they can keep their lineage going. This is true for most species, including humans. A male zebra is seen chasing a foal to try and kill it, but mom follows the zebra to prevent him from doing so. Male zebras that want to mate with females that already have foals want to kill the foals so the females will go into estrus much faster. Tempers flare at a water hole in Kruger Park when zebra stallions go head-to-head in an epic battle of flying kicks and bites. Even these usually peaceful animals get into scuffles because they're males. What else did you expect? It's either a territorial dispute or these guys are fighting over females. Typical males. These zebras get into a heated fight and start kicking and attacking each other. There must be a few ladies in the area and the guys want to impress them. Number 4. Giraffe versus giraffe. Giraffes are often seen as peaceful, docile creatures, but when it comes to mating rights, they turn extremely violent using their neck and head as a weapon. The blows are delivered with force, and the fight may result in serious damage and even fatalities. A serious fight between bull giraffes can take hours. The giraffes try to knock each other off balance by aiming blows at the legs of their opponents. Bull giraffes weigh in the region of 1,500 kilos, and this combined with a 2-meter-long neck gives them the power and strength they use to the fullest during a fight for mating rights. These two male giraffes dislike each other, so they decide to neck, but necking in giraffe dialect doesn't mean the same as necking between teenagers. It means they are engaging in battle to defeat one another, and you can see how violent giraffe fights are as these two strike their opponent with all their might. Giraffes have an unusual battle strategy. To begin, when they are young, they joust in a playful manner. When they mature into mature males, the neck-and-neck battles could turn into deadly battles. A violent bull-giraffe battle can last hours. By aiming strikes towards their opponent's legs, the giraffes try to knock each other off balance. And let me tell you, you don't want to be in the middle of such a fight. Number 3. Kangaroo versus kangaroo. There's a brawl going on between two noisy kangaroo males. It's a barrage of kicks and slugs aimed at landing a knockout blow. To protect their face, especially the eyes, heads are thrust back. The kangaroo's kick is one of nature's most powerful, capable of propelling them at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. That's enough to cause a lot of damage. When male kangaroos fight over mating rights, the situation can quickly become lethal. Because of their massive feet, these boomers can deliver kicks that can crush bone and even kill their opponents. But it looks like these two are wrestling more than boxing. Number 2. Komodo dragon versus Komodo dragon. In this video, two massive Komodo dragons were caught on camera fighting on the Indonesian island of Pulau Ringka. The fight, filmed by a passing tourist, was over in seconds. During mating season, Komodo dragons compete to impress the females to maintain their bloodline. Why these individuals endanger their lives by getting so close to the dragons with their phones only to take a picture is beyond me. People are really insane. Number 1. Alligator versus alligator. These two are involved in a violent scuffle, and one of the reptiles is getting a beating. You would think the one that was flipped over on its back is seeing stars by now, but both animals get back into the water without a problem. This incredible struggle between two alligators was captured on video. These two are really going at it, holding nothing back. They take the fight into the water, where it continues. Two alligators are seen fighting in Clearwater, Florida. This intense fight was captured during a man's lunch break outside his office. so he decided to take out his phone and record the incident. Imagine being at work, taking your lunch break, and you get to see alligators fighting just for fun. Wow. Some of these confrontations were insane. The kangaroos were hilarious to watch. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.